All right, it's time to do a little more fancy pivot tables. So here we've got our data set. I'm going to click on the variable. I'm going to click data. If I haven't already, click analyze data. And there's our pivot table. You've seen this a bunch. Insert pivot table. I would like it to be in order. So I'm going to grab all this and pick sort ascending. All right, now it's in order. That's nice. Now, I could do a couple things. One is I want percentages. So one way to do it is this. I could do equals, oops, equals, pick that count, slash, and then type the number, 81, and click over here and drag all the way down. And that gives me the percent, and this gives me the percent for each value. Cool. If I wanted the cumulative frequency, I could put the first value, 1, and then I'm going to do equals this cell plus the previous cell. Again, I'm going to click on this and drag it all the way down. And that gives me my cumulative frequency. If I want cumulative percent, I could just do equals this slash the total, which in this case is 81. And same thing, grab this little box over here, drag it all the way down. And that's it. And like I had said in the last video, I kind of like things to look prettier, so I might grab over here and pick format cells and maybe under number, just have it have 2 decimal places. I think that looks better. But there you go. There's my pivot table that I just inserted. I created the percent, the cumulative percent, and this doesn't even really need any decimal places. So I will put 0 there. Looks good, right? That's it. Frequency distribution with Excel. Super duper duper easy. Now, show you even another thing. I'm going to show you a really easy way to get percentages. So here I'm going to click on a variable, post test. I'm going to click insert, not data, insert, and pick pivot table. It's going to ask me if I want a new sheet. Yes. And so now, looks a little different. It didn't create it already. This is going to be a customized one. So I click post test, that's the variable I want, and it gives me sum of post test, which is not what I want at all. I'm going to drag this over here to rows, and now it gives me the sum of the scores. Look over here. I am going to click on this little thing, this little arrow, and go here to where it says value field settings and pick count. All right, so now it gives me the count of each score. I'm going to drag post test again into values. So now it gives me the sum post test again, still don't want it. I'm going to click on that arrow there where it says value field settings. I'm going to pick count again. But this time, I'm going to click here where it says show value as. And instead of no calculation, I'm going to put percent of grand total. And click OK. And now I have my frequency and my relative frequency, also known as percent. So you could do it the way I showed previously with the equals and clicking on each cell, or you could do a pivot table and you could pick count of post tests. The format is percent of grand total, and it'll work either way. So there you go. One little annoying thing I do want to point out. First of all, if you didn't know that you had to go over here and hover over it, you would have no way of figuring out how to do this. So once you have dragged your variable over here, to get it to change from sum to count to percent, you're going to need to click on this little arrow here which only shows up if you hover over it. Trick number one. Trick number two, if you're using the desktop version of Excel or certain versions of Excel, it doesn't have that little hover, it has an I next to this. So either way, go over to where your count or your variable is, and if there's an I next to it, click on that or hover over it and click on the down arrow. Very annoying that it's not the same in every version of Excel, but I just want to let you know, because otherwise you're looking for the I and you can't find it, or you're looking for the arrow and you can't find it. So now you know.